Big star confirming what many had suspected about his salary on the White Lotus. Plus, streaming making history. For the first time, it's actually outpacing traditional TV.
Variety senior TV features editor Emily Longeretta is here to talk about the incredible milestone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So how has streaming reshaped the TV landscape?
I mean, it doesn't come as a surprise to anyone that TV has obviously made such a huge change and streaming is becoming so big. But this is the first time in years, according to this report by Nielsen, that the majority of viewing has now, the combined amount of broadcast and cable is less than what streaming is hitting.
Wow.
So 44.8% of viewing in the US is made up of streaming.
Wow.
And only 24% is cable and 20% is broadcast. So it's very close, but the fact that it is completely surpassed it is pretty crazy. And I think it's a really interesting breakdown that YouTube is at 12.5% and Netflix is at 7.5%. Combined, just the two of them almost are reaching more than broadcast.
No.
You know, I'm always saying to my kids, like, you'll never know what it's like to have to wait for a certain time to watch something, or to tell your mom, I can't go because my favorite episode of this show is on.
100%. A friend of mine just said her kids don't know what channels are.
Yes.
Wow.
My kids' minds were blown when I told them we used to have an antenna on our roof and we had a little thing that we had to move around.
If it rained,
and they were like, what?
If it rained, we didn't get to watch our shows.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's amazing to hear the numbers, but it's not surprising when you even talk to people. Everybody's watching what's on streaming.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, makes so much sense. Let's talk about the stars of the White Lotus and how they're being paid. So we understand one of the stars was paid $40,000, the same pay as the rest of the cast. Does he think he should have gotten more?
No, so Jason Isaacs has spoken out. He's been pretty outspoken through this whole series and through this whole press tour. And he had said in the new interview that he confirmed that, yes, he had been making $40,000 an episode, which equals out to $320,000 for the season.
Okay.
He said,
which actually doesn't feel like that much considering how big of a hit it is.
So he said, in the grand scheme of things, we don't talk about our pay as actors because it is crazy amount of money. Like we know to most people that's a lot of money.
Sure.
But in comparison, there's most shows, a lot of these stars are making $1 million an episode now.
Right, and think about how much HBO is making on the show.
Exactly.
Or Max.
Yes. So he is definitely, he was saying, you know, all of us got paid the same across the board, all of the supporting cast. And they said, you know, don't you, because he is a successful actor, he's very well known from Harry Potter, from other things. And he said, no, I don't think I should be paid more. We all came to work and it's an ensemble. We were all here to do it. And he said, let's be honest, we all would have paid to be here because everyone wants to be on the White Lotus.
Right.
Oh,
and it's done so much for people's careers too.
100%.
And I love that, you know, because you think about too, like the younger people, they're working so hard as well.
Of course.
And to not be paid that way, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that that's all they made. I would have thought it was higher.
I was very surprised, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Okay,
very cool.
So another person making a lot of money, Sabina Carpenter.
It's a great segue. Yeah, so she had her first #1 debut single with Manchild. Of course, she's been on the #1 charts before with Please, 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 but this was her first time as a debut single of a new album, Man's Best Friend, which is coming in August. So let's take a listen to Manchild. I love it so much.
I love her. I just think she's a good time. I enjoy all of her songs.
Me too.
You know, it's one of those ones where my kids put them on and I'm not annoyed by it.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll the windows down in the car.
No, she's fun.
And it's gotten 27 million streams and 14 million radio impressions already.
I think she's going to be like the next Taylor Swift.
I think she's already there.
Kind of, because she was like the it girl last summer. Like all of her songs were songs of the summer.
Espresso came out
and
it changed everything. Please.
Right.
Juno, there was that whole album. So now when this next album comes out in August, I think we're going to have another.
And she's a great entertainer. She's like the Madonna type, where she gets on stage and people
puts on a show, and she has a phenomenal voice. Okay, we support. Go Sabina Carpenter. Emily, thank you so much for being with us. You can find out more information about Emily and Variety by going to kcalnews.com and clicking Seen on TV.